have the intro on here. Oh my god, I don't know why it does that. It drives me nuts. It's only on OBS too. Doesn't do it anywhere. It doesn't do these recordings, these downloads or whatever. Don't do that anywhere else. Am I live? I should be live. I don't know if I'm live. I never put it on Twitter. God damn it. Oh, I make myself so mad sometimes. Go to my channel. Am I right there? There I am. Yeah, I'm live. Damn it, I never put it on Twitter. Shit. I was in such a hurry to get ready. Hi, everyone. Hi, the 6 people who came here without Twitter. Hi, suspect individual. Wait, let me mute myself because I'm going to start talking. There we go. All right, I got to just share this to Twitter real quick. My bad. My apologies. I'm an idiot. So I had to work tonight. And I got out of work a little bit earlier, but then rushed around so I could do this. Whatever. Come join me now. Okay. Hey, there's some people. Hi, suspect individual. Hey, Heather Christine. Hey, Sean Coffee. Where am I? I'm right here. I'm right here. Yeah, sorry. The intro music is supposed to play right through it. When I use StreamYards, it does. It plays without a problem. But if I just play the audio file or the video file, whatever, the MP4 file, anywhere other than OBS, it plays just fine. But OBS, it plays like shit. I don't know why. So. All right, cool. There's my live chat there now in OBS. All right, I just have to share a link with myself. So I don't think I can airdrop it. Maybe I can. Will it be in my text? No, wait, I can't. It'll airdrop to Firefox. That's right. Okay. Copy. Okay. How's everyone doing tonight? I tell ya, man, as I was wrapping up work, boy, did I just learn quite some very interesting things. Holy shit, like, I don't even know where to begin, dude. I don't even know where to begin. Like, this is crazy. But, I mean, it's not really that crazy. I say it's crazy because it sounds crazy. The whole thing does really sound crazy. But the fact that it's happening really isn't all that crazy now, is it? I mean, this has happened before. I don't know. I would have thought that something different would have been employed this time. I better not use the word employee. I mean, God forbid. Okay, and for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Katie Joy's series of Instagram posts today. I think maybe on Facebook too, but I only seen the Instagram ones. Making some crazy fucking claims. Like, you want to talk about conspiracy theories there. Holy shit. And then she went into video to make them, I get those claims. I guess she wanted to cover like libel and slander, basically. And those claims were, like, some were against me, but for the most part, it was against Steve. And then right behind Steve was Down the Rabbit Hole at Bedtime and Brunel Smith. And I think Vada was blamed for some shit, too, there. I don't know. But, yeah. That's what happened tonight. So I guess at least one of us, sometimes in some of these instances, more than one of us, are being blamed for threatening her kid, sending her emails, death threats or something. Um, a few other things, but those were the ones that really stood out to me. Like, this is insane, but okay. Hey, Marshall. All is well. Thank you for asking. I get on live chat here. There we go. So I'm gonna play the live stream. Um, I don't think this is the entire live stream. I don't know, but I want to thank Autistic Shell, my moderator, for hooking me up here. So let me go ahead and switch or share that or whatever. Change scenes. That's what I want to do. Why did I have it on before? Shit. Nope. 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 Huh. I guess I don't have that. Okay. Oh no, there it is. My bad. Right? Why is it not showing though? It's weird. Oh. It's gonna fucking break my balls again. Fuck you. Die. Alright, window capture. Alright, here we go. Let me do that. Okay. What's going on here? Hey, Nadine. Hey, cheap glass. To my knowledge, cheap glass rabbit wasn't served, but she's fully expecting to be because that's what who had told her, like directly told her that you will be getting one, and she also upon telling Rabbit this, she also said that Renelle was going to be getting one, and a few days later Renelle got one. So it stands to assume that Rabbit's was in fact coming and probably still is in fact coming. So I just wanted to throw that. I mean, that's the last my knowledge, and maybe she got served or something, and I just don't know. But that's all. Hi, Autistic Show. It's okay. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for grabbing this for me. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So I mean, technically, she hasn't been served, but if she was under the impression that she was going to be served, it's because she had every reasonable reason to. It was within reason for her to expect to be served because that's what she was told, and well, up to that moment, this person's threats had proved to be fruitful. So. Hi, DC, member for 11 months. Yay! Thank you so much for your support. Hey, beautiful EKC. Hi. Love your. Really? I don't know. I think it's a little too dark. It's more red than pink. I'm not too happy with it, but thank you. Thank you. And that's nice to hear because I've been really self-conscious about it. But I appreciate that. It'll fade though, too. It'll fade. All right. Let's get playing. Kitty, no, don't start. Damn it, cat. Don't step on the keyboard. No, come on. Okay. Say hi. Want to say hi? Say hi. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, dear kitty. What? What? Huh? No, she's purring now. Hi. I know. All right. Okay, it's gonna.
I would like to welcome everyone. Welcome to Without a Crystal Ball. This is my office. Here I am, in my office.
I want to see something here quick. All right, let me turn that up a little. Sorry, I wanted to see how well it was playing through the stream, but it's not as loud as I would like it to be. Come here, get down. Okay, go ahead. Oh, but it's up all the way. Okay. I guess it's about as loud as it's gonna get. Let's see here. Let me see. How loud is this? Oh, this can go up a little more. All right.
This is where I work every single day. This is where I film. This is where I research. This is where I do my job. And a very unfortunate part of my job is that there's this psychotic group of people that live and coexist in this conspiracy world.
Okay, I'm just going to say this right now. That's not necessarily an unfortunate part of this job, because there's a lot of people on YouTube who don't have that problem. And there's even problem outside of YouTube who do have that problem. So I'm going to say that, though I'm not putting the blame anywhere for having some of this allegedly psychotic group of people, I am going to say that it's not at all unique to just YouTube. So stop trying to blame it. Stop trying to give yourself the permit to continue doing your job or whatever. No one's giving you shit about your job. You're the only one who for some reason needs to justify you doing this shit on YouTube. Nobody cares, really.
Delusions and psychosis, and they believe that every crime that's ever happened in the world has been committed by me.
Oh my God. Hyperbole much? Like, really? Like, wow. Don't exaggerate here or anything. Don't, like, go to the extreme ends here to get your point across. Every crime ever in the world has been committed by you. Come on. Dramatic much? Not every crime. Anyway.
And they also believe, and have been brainwashed to believe, that I am an existential threat on humanity. Those were the...
Oh, yo. 1 minute and 3 seconds into this video. It's like 12 and a half minutes long. 1 minute into this video. And it becomes apparent what is driving this for her. It's Steve McRae. That comment that he made about her was what? Back in 2019? Maybe 2020, but I'm pretty sure it was 19. Yo, that was almost 5 years ago. Almost 5 years ago, but for the sake of argument, let's just say 4. Okay, we'll say 4 years ago. Like, that's any better. 4 years ago. And 1 minute into this video, that's what she's referencing. This one comment this one person made 4 years ago. Like, you're not holding a grudge or anything there, lady. Like, how to tell me that you have not learned to let anything go without telling me you haven't learned to let anything go? Wow. I mean, you give yourself away, like, all the time.
Actual words. I have the screenshot still today to prove.
See? You're still holding on to little keepsake mementos and shit.
That this group has been brainwashed to believe that I am an existential threat to humanity.
I don't know how to break this to her or to anyone else who's listening or whatever. Nobody has to be brainwashed into thinking that. All they have to do is watch your content. Well, I mean, okay, for granted, like existential threat to humanity, that's a little bit hyperbole too, a little bit exaggerated. Okay, fine. I'll grant that. But no one's brainwashed into thinking anything negative about you. Literally, people just watch your content or read your post or whatever. That's it. Like, for real, that's it. There's a whole subreddit with like 14 or 15,000 people in there. You think that, what? Over on the internet, nonetheless, that this 15,000 people were brainwashed by one man over the internet? Nah. Not everyone has that power to brainwash someone into seeing you for some of the things you do, except you.
A malignant narcissist that
Malignant.
is truly trying.
I love it when my man buys me things. I really do. I really fucking do. And I don't want to bitch about things because then I don't want him to stop buying me things. But these little wine glasses are about the worst thing he's ever fucking bought me because they do not stay. They tip over like so easily. This is the second time now I spilled my fucking wine. Okay. Sorry. 1 second here, guys. I knew I was going to do that too. I'm like, I should just put in like a regular fucking glass, like a pint glass or something, because it's going to spill again. I know it's going to spill again. So what happens? It spills again. All right. That's good enough for now. I got a mat here, so that'll take care of it for now. Oh, now I got it out of me. Okay.
To ruin the world. And there's a group of creators that are all being spurned on by one person. And, here's the thing. People will often say,
see, these are adorable as hell. But they only stand on the tail and little legs and just with little touch and whoop, they topple right over.
to me, Katie, you always find yourself in drama. And you know what? No, I don't. This is actually not my drama.
It is. It really is.
What they're doing has nothing to do with me other than they talk about.
Let me tell you something. Even if everything she was saying were true, like she is just some helpless little victim over there just putting content up on YouTube and doesn't know where any of this is coming from. But we're sitting over there just talking mad shit about her. Well, she's bringing it onto her channel. She's fanning the flames right now by everything that she's saying and all these accusations she's making, all these wild-ass claims and shit. So she is, in fact, creating the drama and she's bringing it to her channel. So yeah, that would make this her drama right now.
Me. Do you feel me?
No.
I don't know these people. I don't talk to them. I don't speak to them. They're not.
You're right. You don't. I mean, you have spoken to many of us, but I mean, not that that matters. I don't know. I feel like she wants to paint this image of like this like far removed entity, and we're just like these lonely, crazy people just not having anything better to do with our times, or whatever. That's not the case.
Not my friends.
You're right.
They're not my family.
You're right.
They're not my employees.
You're right.
They're not my colleagues. They're literally just human beings that exist on YouTube that have decided that I am their content. And
Not just you, boo.
this is how they make their money, which is fine.
You think we make money? I can't speak for anyone else here, but though I have made some bills, I wouldn't call it really making my money. If I had to rely on my YouTube income and only my YouTube income, I would be homeless. I would be without a car. I would be without internet even. I might have a cell phone, but that would be about it. Maybe a couple meals, but that'd be it.
Whatever, make your money, get your coin. But
Coins up, right?
they are literally making up insane conspiracies about me, which include that I have hired a woman named Charla MacGyver.
This is literally like the only fucking conspiracy she lists like over and over and over again. She's not my employee. Like, okay. Though we may have said employee or whatever, or works for, it was not intended solely to mean that she's an actual hired hand, and Katie pays her for her efforts or whatever, her services. No. Well, at least when I said it, and I meant what I meant was that she's there on behalf of Katie. When I think what the word I did to describe it was just working for her, not employed, but working for her. And by that I mean there on behalf of Katie for whatever reason, whether it be for a friend because she wants to feel important, whatever. But I'm still of the belief, and I've said this over and over again, I got nothing to back it up. I got no evidence of anything. This is just my gut instinct, my feeling or whatever, based on just all the shit I know and all the shit I've seen, that I believe that there has been some sort of premeditated discussion, or not premeditated, some sort of previous discussion before a lot of this shit, and it was decided upon that people would do certain things for whatever reason. I am of that belief. It is my opinion. Prove me wrong, or don't. I don't really care.
And that I am trying to destroy people's lives through my employee, and
Or not, no. I mean, you could do it through any other means, I suppose. I mean, no, I don't think she's out here to destroy people's lives. I do think she's out here to harm people, and she wouldn't be upset if a life or two were destroyed.
I am sending them threats through my employee, who I don't have, by the way.
I have never seen or heard anyone say that she has been sending anyone threats through any means. Threats has been the one thing I've heard no one attribute to Katie Joy. I'll be honest. And no one has said, to my knowledge, that she has been making any kinds of threats to anyone. So I don't know where the fuck that came from.
And that me, little old me, who's literally just putting out content on my channel every day.
You heard it. You heard it. Little old me who's just putting out content on my channel every day. So she admits that she's not over there taking down cults, right? Because she's just little old her, just a little YouTube channel. She can't possibly affect any kind of change in anything, right? She's just little old her. So if she can't possibly affect any of our lives. So obviously she can't come close to taking down any kind of cult, right?
Is trying to ruin the world.
Ruin the world. What does she think the world is? Like, what consists of the world in her opinion? I mean, I'm guessing she must think that the world is a very small place if she thinks that anyone could reasonably believe or suspect that she could have any kind of, like, damning effect on it. You know, I mean, ruin the world. Like, who's got that kind of power? She thinks she's got that. She thinks other people think she has that kind of power, though, apparently. Either that or the world is like this big to her. I don't know. But that's crazy.
And this morning, I'm getting dragged into more shit because whoever this person is now threatening to kill my son.
That is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard. Ever. Nobody's threatening to do any such fucking thing, okay? And I find it particularly disgusting that that's the threat that she's jumping to. Because no matter, is anyone who I've known in this community, viewer, content creator, whatever, no matter how mad anyone has ever became, that's something that no one would ever consider or even conceive of doing. So for her to think or to suggest that anyone just did that now is insane. And it's quite disgusting because, I mean, if anyone, as mad as I've seen people, if they ever had any desire to hurt anyone, it sure as fuck wouldn't be her kid. That's disgusting for her to even say that. I see a bit message. Wait a minute. Let me read this. What's that from? All right. Yeah. No. I'll probably play. There's a few things I want to play. This is just the first one. All right. Let me go. There we go.
So I got 4 emails overnight.
4 now.
One was, I'm going to probably take out a restraining order against you. Followed up by, I'm not the one to mess with a link to a video that was removed by the creator, apparently. Then followed by another email that said, what did it say? I know you reported my video. Thanks for taking down my video. And then the following email was Vaughn's tragic death, which is my son. And then saying, you better be careful, or you better be sorry. Let me read it for you. This was literally my point of no return. The point where I called my lawyers.
She just had that shit up ready to go, didn't she?
Vaughn's tragic death. You reported her GoFundMe. Renelle and Rabbit and her videos. I know it's you. And Charla. She has the evidence. You and my crazy stalker are working together. You don't even know what's coming for you. Get ready. Nobody can save you now. With the title of Vaughn's tragic death, which is my son's name.
Oh my God. Who even talks like that? Seriously. I mean, that's all just a bunch of like fucking vagueness, first of all. If anyone's going to be brazen enough to actually make a threat like this, or to even threaten anything like this, and to do it through email, then they're going to say the fucking words. Okay? But yeah. One thing I want to point out here, though. Get back here.
Is Vaughn's tragic death, which is my son, and then
Here.
saying, you better be careful, or you better be sorry. Let me read it for you. And the following email was Vaughn's tragic death, which is my son, and then saying, you better be
Where's the
careful,
video one?
I'm going to probably take out a restraining order against you. Followed up by, I'm not the one to mess with a link to a video that was removed by the creator, apparently. Then followed by another email that said, what did it say? I know you reported my video. Thanks for
Right there, the person says, I know you removed my video.
taking down my video. And then the following email was Vaughn's tragic death, which is my son, and then saying, you better be careful, or you better be sorry. Let me read it for you. This was literally my who reported her GoFundMe? Renelle and
So the third email accused Katie of reporting a video, and now this last email is bitching about reporting a GoFundMe. Which, I mean, even if the GoFundMe were reported, nothing came of it. At least not as of this moment that I'm aware of. The GoFundMe was still up, and money was donated, and money was collected, and money was given to Renelle. Yeah. For her TRO. So, it just seems weird, you know? Like, why would anyone be upset about that being reported if nothing came of it? Why would anyone be so upset about that being reported to the point where they had to then expose themselves and send such an email to her? That doesn't make any sense.
Rabbit and her videos. I know it's you and Charla. She has the evidence. You and my crazy stalker are working together. You don't even know what's coming for you. Get ready. Nobody can save you now.
Nobody can save you now.
Vaughn's tragic death, which is my son's name.
Nobody can save you now. Like, what the who talks like that?
So I'm just... The police won't do shit. I'm not going to report it to police.
Yeah, she's not going to report it.
Small town, like, the police here don't do crap about cyber anything. They don't care. They will not spend and invest any time in it. I'm not going to call the police over this because literally they are not going to do anything. But
Hi, Claire. Hi, Nadine.
They don't do anything. They don't care about online threats. They don't care. They don't. Like I said, I live in a small...
Hi, Demon Chihuahua. See, this kills me, though. She's all scared and worried about, well, actually, no, I don't think that that's an honest, correct, and true statement. I don't think she is all that scared and worried. at least she doesn't act it, but she wants to pretend like she is. She wants to pretend that it's something to be fearful of and worried about her and, you know, this threat against her and her son or whatever. But not to the point where she has to go and report it, y'all. Come on. You know, and she's bitching about her local police or whatever. I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but when it comes to shit like this, there's more than one reason to report it. If first and foremost, I think to establish a pattern, to have it documented officially that there's a pattern, because if it happens once, it's bound to happen again, right? And so why would you not report it for that reason alone? And then there's the chance, the small chance, which, let's face it, it's the internet. It's, you know, highly unlikely. But there's a small chance that where any of these things threatened could actually come to fruition. And God forbid, if that were the case, then you would want your local authorities to be read into it, right? So should you call on them, it's just one less thing you have to worry about. They'll already be brought up to date. And again, there's patterns set and established for if and when someone were to show up, right? But no, we can't be bothered to do that. No, we can't be bothered. No. But we're going to make a video about it, though, here on social media and just throw all these people under the bus. But we can't be bothered to actually, you know, go through the proper channels for things, you know?
Whole town. No. Just, you guys, I'm turning off comments.
How dare you try to offer her some advice that you know is sound and can only serve to protect her and her family? How dare you do that? That's not what she's there for. She's not there for, you know, extra protection. That's not what's on her mind. It's not the whole purpose of this. It's not the whole purpose of this.
I'm turning off comments because I'm already taking steps. I want y'all to know that I'm handling this. I'm handling this.
Oh, I bet she's handling it. Possibly from the inception of it.
It will be handled.
Oh, I bet.
I gave these people grace last week, and I said I wasn't going to go legal with them.
That was grace? I love how she fancies herself in this benevolent position in which she can, in fact, afford to give us grace. You know, like she's of the grace-giving power over us. She's our grace lord or something. We ain't asking for your grace. Whatever.
I said, I'm not going to try to silence you and try to take away your rights to speak about me. That's not my job. I don't give a crap what you say about me. But now...
We know that's not your job.
Oh, I'm literally getting death threats from these same people.
Oh, for the love of God. She's been getting death threats ever since she fucking learned what they were, probably. But no, in all honesty, since, of my knowledge, she's been getting death threats since back in her pro-vaccine days over on Facebook, when she wrote the article comparing anti-vaxxers to terrorists, which I'm not knocking the article, I'm just saying that. But she's been getting death threats since then, okay? And all she's done since then, throughout these death threats, has been to grow and expand her social media presence and her reach and her exposure. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that these death threats have not been of much concern to her. Not to say they haven't been of any concern, but they definitely were not a priority, in my opinion. So, yeah. But anyways, I'll be honest, though, I highly doubt that there's much truth or validity to all of her death threat claims, because I've pissed off a lot of people online. I've more than pissed off my share of anti-vaxxers, that's for damn sure. And I pissed Katie Joy off a few times, and a lot of people even in our own community, in my efforts to talk about Katie Joy. And I have to say, I've had several comments, but maybe up to a dozen, and we're going back to like 2017 here, or 16. So I've had maybe a dozen comments, which were jarring, for sure. But actual serious death threats to the point where the FBI would consider it a death threat, I don't think I've really had one. The closest I think I came was in 2017 when I was doxxed by a Facebook group of over 100,000 members at the time. And to the point where they were asking for their members if there was anyone who lived local to me. And someone had made a post or a comment, definitely a comment, might have been both a post and a comment, about how, like, I don't know what frame of mind they were talking about, but imagining like me having perished with parts of the inside of my head laying all over the pavement because I was hit by a car or something. So that's about, I'd say, the closest I ever got. And I don't even think that would be technically considered a death threat. So I find it amazing that she's gotten all these fucking death threats. All these death threats for talking about reality TV. Yeah. And some YouTubers. So yeah. Because, you know, she doesn't get these death threats or anything when she's like exposing a cult or taking down a cult or whatever. She only fucking gets them when she's sparring or arguing or whatever with somebody else on YouTube. It's the only fucking time she gets them. The only time. Or maybe not just YouTube, maybe other social media, but primarily YouTube. Facebook too, probably. She doesn't get them when she's actually pissing off like religious fanatics. No, that's never an issue then. It's only when she's talking about us or we're talking about her. She's fighting with somebody over here in this community. And then she just gets fucking death threats up the ass. Really. Yep. Or when she has a lawsuit, then she gets them too, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Who are on video, even after my video where I said Charlotte is not my employee, accusing Charlotte of being my employee.
You mean people didn't believe you? Oh my God. Did they not get the memo that they have to, by law, believe you at your word every time you speak? God, the nerve of them. Holy shit. Just because you say it doesn't make it true, okay? And again, we can have our opinion. Now, if we were to come across like cold hard evidence or proof or whatever that there was no such employment, although I don't really know how you prove a negative, to be honest, but I digress. If we were to come across it, then sure, naturally we'd shut the fuck up about it because we would see that we're wrong. We would see that our hunch is wrong, our belief, our opinion is wrong. But until then, we can have our opinion. You don't get to tell us what opinion to have. Sorry.
And Katie Adley Parker, is that your name, Rabbit?
I don't think that's her name, but okay.
I know your name now. And
what the fuck does that mean? I know your name now. I didn't know that it was a big deal that she didn't know her name. I mean, was anyone rubbing it in her face that she didn't know her name? Or was Katie over there whining about not knowing her name? Why is this such a sense of accomplishment or something that she feels the need to share with her viewers? I know your name now. Like, you can't keep that shit. You tried, but you failed. Like, that's what it comes off as. Like, I didn't know that information was that important there, boo.
I'm going to deal with this. Same with you, Renelle Smith.
She's going to deal with you, too. She's going to deal with you, too. It's not at all ominous, you know. I love, though, how people have to first announce that they're going to deal with people. I love that. Because usually when people just are going to deal with people, they just don't feel the need to announce it. They just go and deal with their shit. But nah, that's not the purpose, though, here. The purpose here isn't to actually deal with anyone. Because, I mean, then you'd have to do it. No, the purpose here is to tell YouTube about it. In my opinion.
I'm not going to say the other people that are involved, but they should know who they are. Because those people are the ones that really are going to be dealt with. But the two...
Who's that? Who else is going to be dealt with? Huh. That's interesting.
Creators that created that GoFundMe that raised thousands of dollars on a case saying that I was taking them to court.
Oh, no. When the fuck did it say that? It never said that. It never once... That GoFundMe never once said, Katie Joy is taking us to court. Huh. That's weird. Why would she make that claim, though? Why would she blatantly lie to everyone there about that? Like, seriously, like these are not even like borderline lies. I mean, these are easily provable lies. Why is she telling these easily provable lies now?
really have to start a GoFundMe now.
So in other words, she's saying you want to use my name and my likeness to start a GoFundMe. Well, now, bitches, now you're gonna have to go get one. Wow. So, why the threat? Okay, it's not a threat against someone's safety, albeit, but it's a threat against someone's I guess financial situation. Maybe I'm assuming she would mean something like defamation, anyways. Possibly not. She could mean TRO though too. There, I don't know. But why the threat like that?
Because even after I made that video, Katie was on a channel saying that the restraining order that was taken out against me was not fake. And
I'm only aware of one restraining order that was taken out against Katie, and that was the one from Vada. Is she suggesting that restraining order was fake? Is that what she's saying here? Because she just said that Katie was saying that she was on a panel or live stream, whatever, saying that the restraining order taken out against me was not fake. So you're saying it was? I mean, if you have an issue with Katie saying that, then that must mean that you disagree with that. You have a difference of opinion. So that tells me that you're suggesting that was fake. If that was fake, then does that mean that you never actually called a lawyer and the whole thing was just a bunch of bullshit? I mean, that just seems like such a strange thing to say.
And is still playing into this false conspiracy that I am employing Charlotte to take them all down.
Again, I guess she's under this impression that if she says it in a video somewhere on the internet, and therefore it is just natural to conclude that we all heard it and we all must believe it.
I don't know what is wrong with Katie. I don't know if Katie's bored. Katie likes to criticize me for everything. And it's ironic.
Everything? Everything.
Because I finally found her Facebook page, and this woman talks about my son a lot, and her kids are all over her Facebook. Like, I don't even post photographs of my son.
Wow, way to sit there and say, bitch, I found you on Facebook and I saw your kids. I have had eyes on your kids, and now I'm gonna tell all of fucking Instagram, I think it was Instagram, all of Instagram about it, and tell them that they can go to your Facebook page with your full name and they can go view your kids there. Way to keep the kids out of it there, Katie. Fuck, man. Wow, that's some low down shit. Who the fuck does that? And you want to sit here and act like you're some sort of victim here? You're dragging this fucking person's kids into it, and you're telling the entire social media, go to her fucking Facebook. She has a Facebook under this name, and she's got her kids up there. Go fucking check it out. You are throwing her kids to the fucking wolves. That's what you're doing. You are not an advocate for kids, not in any way, shape, or form. They are nothing but a fucking tool for you to exploit when you need to, in my opinion.
She criticizes my son, who's not even a public figure.
I've never heard her or anyone criticize your kid. Never. The only thing people have criticized is your fucking parenting. And the only reason why they're able to do that is because you've put it all over fucking social media over the years. I don't know what to say. I mean, I hate to use the word snowflake, I really do, but I guess I'll refrain from snowflake and I'll go with delicate sensibilities here or something, I don't know. But if you're going to put something out on social media, especially if you're going to do it, periodically over a long period of time, you don't then get to tell people they don't get to fucking commentate on it. If you are putting it out there for the purpose of being viewed, you're putting shit out on a public platform for the purpose of generating views and engagement so it can generate income, then you don't then get to sit there and say, but don't you dare fucking talk about it. It's not how this works.
And he doesn't have photos online. And then she's got all these...
He doesn't. Well, first of all, let me just say, no one thought that he's the one who actually put the shit out online. No one thought that he had photos out online. People have thought that you had his photos out online, which you did. And you still do. You still fucking do.
These photos of her kids. It's like...
Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance.
The difference is her kids are on her fucking Facebook. Her fucking Facebook profile. Her fucking Facebook. Your pictures of your kid have been everywhere. You've put that shit all over the fucking internet for the purpose of getting views and clicks for generating income. Let's get this straight.
Here is astounding. And she will say,
Tell me about it.
Doxed me. No. No. You have been doxing my life.
Okay. I'm going to somewhat agree with Katie here. And I know that this is not a popular opinion in any community, ours including and possibly even especially. But I am of the opinion that if you're going to be a content creator, if you're going to be out here publicly talking about people, commentating on people and behaviors and things or whatever like this, then you have to expect that you're not going to be a private or an unknown entity for long. And the thing is that when you are talking about other people's character, then there's a reasonable expectation for you to assume that your character will at some point in time be called into question as well. And there's nothing, you don't have any right to protect yourself from that in this kind of field, okay? Not saying you deserve these things or whatever, but it's going to happen. There's no avoiding it. So that, but by what I mean by that though, is I mean that your name will become known. You have to expect that. Your name, your fucking name, who you are, that's it. Not where you are, not anything about your kids or your family or your loved ones. No, all that shit should still stay private. But just who you are, the one talking on the platform, that is something you must expect to get out because it will. And I am of the belief that if you're out there talking shit about other people, then you don't really have any right to expect that people not to be able to talk shit about you. Okay? That's where I stand on that. But that's me. That's my opinion. Okay? So I will say that. However, I'm going to comment more here.
Wait a minute. My kids for the entirety of your channel. You have been doxing my life and my kids for the entirety of your channel.
Wait, did she say kids? Get the fuck out of here. Did I hear that right?
You have been doxing my...
Wait a minute. Let me turn closed caption on here. Okay.
My life.
Why did that come on? Why is it off? I don't want it off. Oh. Apparently I can't put closed caption on, I'm guessing. I don't know. Fuck you. Why are you gonna offer it then? Okay. Let it go. Let it go, Aaron. Let it go.
You have been doxing my life and my kids for the entirety of your channel.
All right, she could have meant my kid's life there because she was talking my life and my kids. She could have meant my kid's life. I don't know. See that it could have been a fuck up when she gave herself more kids than she actually has, or she could have meant that. But no one's been doxing her life and her kids. Nobody is learning or obtaining any personal identifying information about her kid through other means other than her own fucking mouth and her own fucking public venues, okay? That's it. So if people are simply repeating the shit that she's already shared, then we ain't the ones doxing them, boo. That would be you, okay? Second of all, no one's doxing her real life. What are we exposing here? She's exposed everything. But even still, no one's over here talking about shit. No one's sitting here like reciting her fucking address or anything. Her fucking social security number or her fucking phone number or any shit like that. No one's talking about that. People just know her name. That's it. And any other stupid information she puts out there. So, yeah, not Katie, not anyone else is out here doxing her and her kid.
You are not an anonymous person. Neither are you, Renelle, and all you other creators that are doing this.
Well, no shit. My name's on my fucking channel.
They will, cry and play victim right now. Because I'm responding. They will...
No, we expect you to respond. In fact, we kind of like it when you do respond. I'll be honest, we do. So no one's over here crying because you're responding. It's the ridiculous lengths you're going to and to create this fucking shrine of victimhood for yourself. You know, like, I rack my brain wondering why it is someone wants to be everyone's victim so badly. And I think all I can think of is that she wants to be excused for all the bad shit that she's done. She can't bear to face accountability, to be seen as wrong in the public's view, or anyone's view for that matter. And she knows, though, that there's no other excuse, no other explanation, except to give a reasonable scenario in which she was pushed to do these shit things. But the problem with that, though, is first, it helps if they've actually happened, or even if it could be reasonably, concluded that that they at least happened in her mind. That's not the case, though, either. So, and it also helps, though, too, when the stage that she's setting is actually a stage that would create understanding and just create understanding for her having done these shitty things. But they don't match. They're not like neck and neck in like their level of intensity. They're not, because the shit things she's done usually still outweigh it, and well, are usually done first. So
will cry and play victim. They will make 37 videos, and I am telling them now, if they make 37 more videos, it's just going to give us more evidence for what they're doing, because I never
people like to throw in my face how I got a shit ton of Katie Joy videos up on my channel. They ain't wrong. I can admit that. But let me just pull this up here real quick. I gotta remember, I'm sharing screen here so you guys can see everything that I'm pulling up. I'm not doing the StreamYards thing. I gotta remember that. I'm not very good at remembering that shit. So, how many videos? Oh, it's showing 1,000 videos. I'm sure it's more than 1,000. They just maybe do that rounding thing. But we'll just, sake of argument, we'll say 1,000. If you haven't found all the evidence you need regarding me in 1,000 videos, then I don't think 37 more is going to do it for you. I don't know. I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to go with that. Oh, chat. Hi, chat. Hey, Hank, Texas. Hey, Steve. Hey, Sunshine and Rain. I think I said hi to you, Marshall, and Suspect, and Nadine. Anyone else here? Hey, Without a Lawyer. Cheap Glass, I said hi to. Hi, Cheap Glass. Hey, Sally Godfrey. Hey, Marion. Hey, Barking at the Moon. Hey, Lazy Wolf. Hey, RTD. Sorry, I know I haven't been paying attention to chat, so I didn't say hi to like anyone who came in. Really. All right, I think I'm caught up. If not, I'll catch up later. All right, let's go back.
Respond to them. But I'm not going to wake up to have one of you, and I know it's one of you, and I know specifically who it is that sent this. And you guys know, you all know who's doing this. All of you.
Okay. We all know who's doing this, she says. We don't, because none of us would do this. You seem to be so sure that you know exactly who's doing this, so why the fuck are you not speaking out on this is beyond me. Of course, though, then you would probably be asked for receipts because your claims are pretty substantial here, so there's that to consider, I suppose. But more than anything, I'm going to throw this out here. What verification tactics have you done to conclude that you know exactly who is doing this? Because I'm thinking this could possibly be a repeat of the like lily pad game of people you blamed for being responsible for shit during your last lawsuit. Remember that? I'm sure it's just a coincidence that they both happen to be happening at like crucial, pivotal times in these lawsuits of yours. But I digress, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. But last time, though, it was you would blame one person, then another, then another, then another. And evidently, or eventually, rather, as usual, you settle on Steve McRae. So at least this time, I guess you're starting off at your endpoint, which I don't know. I guess that just kind of gives a little bit inclination of how not long you expect the rest of this lawsuit to be. I could be wrong about that. But surely you have proof of all your claims, right? Surely you've done actual, like, a better kind of... Wait, no, you're going to step on shit. No. Hopefully, though, this time you used better tactics to verify things than you did last time when you verified that those emails were actually coming from Steve McRae's fucking Instagram or whatever. Remember that? When you said that, oh no, we traced it back to his Instagram account, when in fact you didn't. The emails shown that you did no such thing. You just asked the other person where they came from. And the other person even said, oh shoot, maybe it wasn't his account. Someone told me it might not have been his account or whatever. Or I thought maybe it wasn't his account, but they just said, oh, he's probably just drunk or something. But you said, nope, that's his account. Because this person gave you the at Ask Steve Anything or something like that. And so you just took them at their word, and you just took them at their word that their message that they had since deleted and could no longer show you for themselves, but that the message that they had deleted did, in fact, way back then when they got it, lead back to this real account. That was your verification tactic, was just them telling you. And you based everything on that point. Wow. I hope that you're using a little bit more than this time, that's all.
You know who's doing this. You know exactly who's sending the threats. You know exactly who's spoofing all these emails. You know it.
Well,
you know it's not Charlotte, and you know it's...
So they're spoofed emails. Now they're spoofed emails. How does anyone learn or know who's sending a spoofed email? Tell me how. Because if you know how, then maybe you might want to tell the authorities so that they can go back and then figure out who spoofed the emails during the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit, okay? Because if you're getting spoofed emails, then not only do you know that they're likely not coming from the person who legitimately holds that email address, but you know that some other shady group is doing it to make it look like it's someone else. So, the simple fact that you're admitting that they're spoofed emails tells me that you know you're full of shit.
It's not me. You know it's coming in from your circle. You know this is all fake.
No.
You are all so hell-bent on tying conspiracies to me that you don't care if there's real people involved. It is one thing to talk about things that you see online and to have a conversation about what you're viewing online. And it's a whole nother thing to create a conspiracy about someone that the person is telling you is not real.
What are you talking about? It's all we ever do is talk about shit that's online. I think I know. Yeah, no, this is another instance where she's referencing the whole Charlotte being her employee or whatever. She's really hung up that people accused her of this. It's crazy.
And then double down on that conspiracy and then raise money on that conspiracy. Oh, and by the way, I was told today by an attorney that Katie Parker has never received a restraining order of protection, or any court documents, and does not have any court cases, is not being sued by anyone.
To my knowledge, last I knew, this is correct. However, it's been of everyone's belief, especially Rabbit's, that this TRO was just imminent and it was any day now. Because that's what was told to her by the person who would be issuing the TRO. And this person also said how they were issuing a TRO to Rennell as well. And wouldn't you know, just a couple days later, boom, there it goes. It shows up at Rennell's doorstep. So who wouldn't rationally conclude that they were next and it would be any day now? The fact that it hasn't happened now is great, but it doesn't it doesn't mean anything else. So.
But she is raising money, saying that she's getting taken to court.
Yes. I think when she made the GoFundMe, it was right after Renelle got served, and it was right when Rabbit was expecting hers any day now. And I think what she said was, we are being dragged to court by, was it Unhinged Stalker, something like that? Unsomething Stalker. That's what they said. Not Katie Joy, but some stalker. That's what they said. So, either way, Renelle's still going, and Katie and Rabbit may very well be going too. But now, though, I think that this is kind of awesome because Katie's making such a big deal about Rabbit not being served that if Rabbit did get served now, Katie would look like an even bigger, more of an idiot. So I wonder, is Rabbit gonna be served now? Because now her not being served, I think, can be very telling too.
She's not being taken to court. Nobody's suing her, and nobody's taken out a protection order against her. Make it make sense. Okay, I'm turning on comments. I just turned off comments because I needed to say what I was going to say. I want you guys to know that I promise you I'm taking care of this.
Hi, Joanne.
Okay. Oh, look at all these people that are following me now based off this.
You're right, Cheap Glass. I forgot about that.
Oh, thank you. It's exhausting.
Sure you have. Okay. But I want to say you're right, Cheap Glass. Cheap Glass says, actually, she said she was using her money from extra shifts, Rabbit, and Renelle was getting the GoFundMe. You're right. I forgot. She did say that. You're absolutely right. Thank you for reminding me.
And for anyone that always says that I get involved in drama, no, it's one man that's been doing this for 5 years, and he has a merry-go-round of women that he convinces that I'm a psychotic, abusive woman.
Who the fuck are you calling a merry-go-round over here? Who the fuck? Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah.
This one man.
Wow, this one man must be all sorts of powerful. Definitely more powerful than just little old Katie Joy over there on YouTube just putting out her content, not bothering anyone, definitely not taking down any cults, right? Yep. Way to emasculate yourself there, Katie.
Doing this to me for 5 years because I will not apologize to him for something he said to me. He said, if you apologize for saying that I said this to you,
get your story straight here, bitch. Come on.
I will not talk about you anymore. You will be off my radar. This is what he said to me in the spring of 2019. Or in the fall of...
She keeps using the word radar. Like, this is probably... Every time she's told this story, she uses the word radar. And she accuses Steve of saying, on my radar, off my radar. Yo, I don't think I've ever heard Steve use the word radar. I don't... Like, I'm trying to picture it. I could be wrong, but it's definitely not, like, a staple of his. You know, like... Not to the point where she's constantly using the same word, like verbatim, like over and over again. Like, I don't think Steve really said that.
2019. And I said, no, I'm not going to apologize for what you said to me. I'm not going to apologize for saying that I was uncomfortable by what you said to me.
No one said that you need to apologize for what he allegedly said to you. Like, what are you talking about?
And...
I still want to know what the fuck it is he said, allegedly. Because the only thing I've heard is, oh, he was talking about his member or some shit like that. Like, well, I mean, okay. My first reaction is, well, he's a man. They talk about their dicks all the time. But I digress. Okay, I can get how some people might be put off by that. Sure. But that leads me to my second reaction would be, sure he did. Okay. But I mean, still though, just fucking why she's not been able to retell this story, this situation. Like, why not? I mean, if you were that uncomfortable, you'd think it would be kind of drilled in your brain. Like, you'd remember it, you know?
He has these women convinced that they need to defend his honor.
Oh, his honor. His honor? Yo, like, what is this? Like a fucking 1950s car chase or something? Or no, car race. I'm sorry, car race. Like, whose honor? Who the fuck even has honor anymore? I'm sorry. This is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I don't care who it is. If I know that someone is just being lied on, if I know that someone is just making shit up as they go along and they're doing it for the purpose of negatively affecting someone else's life to a noticeable extent, then that's what's going to convince me to say something. It's not going to be this person telling me about this turmoil. Because I'm sorry, anytime someone comes to me with like this huge grand story, like they're just more than willing to just lay it all out, I kind of question what their motive is for that. Because like that's, most people just don't talk about anything traumatic or whatever or life altering that easily. Some people do, sure, but most people don't. So my first reaction is, what's the end game here? What are they after? You know? So if that's what happened, that the simple fact that Steve had done that would be my first red flag, I think. So yeah, Steve never did that. Steve never did that. In fact, I avoided the topic of what went on between these two for a long time when I first came around because I could see what a messy mess that shit was. But the more you hear about it, the more you see her lie about it, the more you see her fucking try to cut him down and affect his life and just harm his life, the more you realize that you can't. You need to know about it. You need to pay attention because if you don't, then you're no better than she is, in my opinion. So it wasn't Steve that did any of this. That would be you. Just you.
Do you know what I saw today? I saw an email between Renell Smith and someone. Because I've got...
Who's the someone? See, that right there tells me that you're full of shit. If you can't say... Okay, even if you said between another person who I can't name. Okay. It's plausible. I'm still going to doubt you because it's you. But I'm not going to doubt you so quickly. But the fact that you're saying someone. You're not even... It tells me that you're avoiding the whole burden of having to explain who the other party was or why you're not revealing who the other party is. So, why is that? But whatever.
I've had to get, because these people are accusing me of stuff, now I have people literally sending me stuff because these people, like my followers, or people that are...
You've been accused of shit forever. You've been accused of shit since the gay pride incident. Probably before that. Only now people are starting to send you shit. What the fuck? What were people sending you during the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit then? What the fuck were people sending you regarding Nat? Seriously. Like, that's the most ignorant thing, I think, the most deceptive thing I think I've heard out of her mouth in a while. Now people are starting to send me things. Was it bears and cats or something sending you shit before, if not people? I mean, what the fuck? Like, why do you gotta lie, man?
That have been a part of this group are so disturbed by what these people are doing. People are willingly offering me stuff and sending me emails. And I have an email of Renell admitting that she is doing everything she is doing because of somebody.
Oh my God. That's it. She found us out. Renell is doing what she's doing because of somebody. Because of somebody. Renell, how could you?
That she is doing this for someone.
For someone.
And she's not going to stop doing this to me because she needs to clear his name. I have her in an email admitting to targeting and harassing me for someone.
Wait, what?
I also have her address now.
Oh, little fucking dig there thrown in at the end. You didn't know that. Fuck. If you didn't see that coming, they fucking threw you off your seat for a minute. You're like,
For
whoa.
someone.
Did I miss it again? Okay.
I have her in an email admitting to targeting and harassing me.
Whoa, whoa,
for
whoa, whoa, whoa,
someone.
whoa. You said admitting to what she was doing. You didn't say admitting to targeting and harassing. So now you're making a jump off of your initial statement without offering any connection as to how you jumped from one spot to another. So, yeah, this is bullshit building 101.
One.
See, that gives the listener the impression that you saw an email in which Renelle said, I am going to target and harass her. And I'm not going to stop as I stand up for someone. Like, no one fucking says that. Shut the fuck up. Even if it's true, no one says that.
I also have her address now.
Oh, and if that didn't, like, jar you at all, Renelle, I also know where you live.
I'll be hearing from my lawyers. So will Katie Parker. Bye, guys.
Yeah. All right, so in true Katie fashion, what the hell? You may actually hear from her attorneys. You may get like a cease and desist or preserve your communications letter or some shit like that. So, but yeah. I'm not. I could be wrong. Maybe she does serve more than that. But I mean, I can't imagine that now of all times would be the wisest time to take on more lawsuits when she is about to be exposed with the 7M1, I think. In my opinion. I don't know. But anyway. Alright, so on that note, we're going to play another video here. Alright. And I'm also going to play the rest of those videos.
YouTuber Katie Joy Paulson, also known as Without a Crystal Ball, is
How do I pause? I can't. I don't know how to start this over again. Do this.
So apparently,
Okay, there we go. All right, so this is a short that Steve is sharing with me from I think it's from his channel. Yep, see it from Steve McRae. And this is, when did you upload this? Why don't I have an upload date? It's supposed to give me a date. That's weird. Well, I have no fucking clue when he uploaded it. It's anyone's guess. Anyway.
YouTuber Katie Joy Paulson, also known as Without a Crystal Ball, is trying to recycle a claim that she made ages ago that somebody, namely me, made a claim that she was a, quote, existential threat to humanity. And that she has a tweet with me saying that. What she has is this, a tweet that says, Katie Joy Paulson is an immediate existential threat to all content creators. Same dishonest abuse of the DCMA system that flat earthers do to silence people. I said she was a threat to content creators because of her constant misuse of the DMCA system, which can cause a channel to be terminated. That is what I said, that is what I meant, and for her to dishonestly once again say that I said that she was an existential threat to humanity is just more evidence that Katie Joy Paulson is an outright liar.
Holy shit.
So apparently, YouTuber
Dude,
Katie,
even I believed it. Even I believed that you actually said that. Now, as you say that, and I'm thinking about it, the only time I read this being stated by you was when you were reading her claims. And I think at that point, I think you may, and when in a post or something in the group there, I think you may have been like, well, she is, but, and you know what I mean? But you never actually initially said that in meaning to humanity or whatever. Like, wow, dude, even I fucking believe that shit. Oh my God. That's crazy. Thank you for sharing that. Fuck. All right, let me go on over to Twitter now. And go check out Llama Girl's page. And the rest of the Instagrams. All right, so you started there. All right, so I'm gonna. I think this was the last one, maybe.
She's not being taken to court.
Okay, no, we already watched
Nobody's
that one.
suing her.
Oh, that's a picture. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, you're right with our lawyer. She did say accuse Steve of residing in Minnesota. She also accused me of having gone to Minnesota to pick up a police file from her precinct there or whatever. Never happened. Oh, I mean, I did get the police file, but not in person. I'm not that invested, y'all. Anyway. So this is from Llama Girl's Twitter. And let me grab this. I'm going to put a link to her Twitter here in the live chat. But her, I don't think the description's in my description right now. But my default description has an already established link to her Twitter in there, as well as the link to her Buy Me a Coffee account or whatever. And I strongly suggest that if you enjoy any of the content that any of us really put out there regarding Katie Joy, then I implore you to consider buying Llama Girl a coffee, because much of our ability to make anything out of this content or make content out of this shit comes from Llama Girl, because she grabs it all. She grabs it all and she just freely shares it with everyone. So she's a big part of this community, and we all love her and thank her for it. So here's my live stream. So I'm gonna put this here in the chat quick. Okay. All right.
I forgot to talk about something besides my swollen eyebrow. Someday this swollen eyebrow will not be so swollen. I had someone in my...
So I just read in live chat that Katie said that Chesh and Manya were helping her. I don't think that's what she said. Although it could be what she's getting at and what she's implying, sure. And it could be, in fact, true. I don't doubt it. In fact, I'm kind of inclined to believe it. But what you're going to see what she actually said was... or did I already play that part? I think I did. What she actually said was that these two who hated her are actually now offering to help her. That's all she said on the matter. But I do think that was just, I don't know, a revelation of sorts, without technically revealing it. You know what I mean?
Comments, leave a question that I thought, I'm just going to come on here and say this because I'm just going to say this. As someone that has a public platform, no matter how big or how small, I am not a large public figure. But I have been working in reporting, blogging, commentary, digital creating, digital reporting. I worked at Pathios and did a column there where I was like a columnist and wrote about abuse and faith and all of that kind of stuff. And I have been blogging, writing, reporting for over 10 years. I am not going to stop my job and my profession because a few assholes online are jerks. And immediately asking a question.
But she didn't say that there were just some assholes online being jerks. I mean, I think that's what everyone kind of typically experiences at many workplaces. Because people are jerks sometimes, you know? We all have issues with our coworkers sometimes. So I don't think that's not what she's implying. That's not what she's accused people of doing, of just being jerks. No, she's accusing people of threatening her kid's life. If that's just being a jerk, then fuck, man. That's setting the bar kind of, I don't know, setting the bar kind of high for a jerk. But, that's not what she said at all. That's not why people are saying, what are you fucking doing then still on YouTube? Because let's think about this. She has, just in what we know here, she has come out and she's claimed that there was somebody making CP about her kid or whatever. She's about to get into that, I think. She's claimed that people have harassed and abused her kid, Steve including. She's always saying how people are just talking shit about her kid and whatever, and threatening, or there's threats or the CPS calls or whatever. Why are you still on fucking YouTube? Like, sure, I get what people say. No, she shouldn't have to fucking step down because of other people's actions. No, you're right. She shouldn't have to. She shouldn't have to. This shouldn't be what she has to do to ensure her kid's safety. However, if that's what she has to do to ensure her kid's safety, then, and if she doesn't, well, then one of two things is true. Either she doesn't give a shit if her kid's safe or not, or she's not worried about it because she knows her kid's safe and that these things are bullshit. And stuff. I hope it's the latter anyways.
Question as demeaning as, is this really worth it?
Exactly. Is it
really going to put up with this?
Oh my God. How demeaning of you to ask a person if their job, their frivolous job on YouTube is worth the safety of their child. Because that's what people are asking her. And she's sitting there and acting like, how dare you ask me that? Fuck, man.
This for your job? Would you ask someone this question if they were being bullied and harassed at their job?
Yes.
Would you ask them that?
Yes, I would. I absolutely fucking would. Even if they were just being bullied and harassed at their job, I would fucking ask them that. You bet your ass. Now, if their child's life was being threatened, oh my God, I'd be screaming at them like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no job is worth this. Like, seriously, no job is worth this. I'm sorry. And, you know, if your YouTube channel, if you're that good at what you do and your YouTube channel is that fucking enjoyable, then you can cover content on any other shit. You can change your content. You can change your community, whatever. But she won't even do that. No. She's going to continue doing all the same things she's been doing and talking about all the same things she's been talking about and pissing off people in much the same way as she has been, in all the ways that have, according to her, have elicited these threats to her child. She's going to continue doing them because she doesn't feel she should have to stop. Now, I get it. She's right. She shouldn't have to. But would you rather be right or would you rather your kid be safe? That's my question. I don't know.
Their livelihood? Would you say, well, why don't you just quit?
Yes.
I'm not. You guys, I'm such a patient person. I don't get upset about this kind of stuff. But this situation has.
Oh, I think you do. I think you get very upset every time you feel like you can't do whatever the fuck you want. Or not just that you can't do whatever the fuck you want, but also, especially, that you can't do whatever the fuck you want without question.
Been escalating for such a long time that it's been going on since apparently July. I literally found out this morning. This is like, I told you that there's people from this group that are like horrified by what's going on. And they're like all starting to turn on each other. And so someone reached out to me today and they said all of this started out because this woman whose name is Charlotte decided that the way that these people were treating me was not awesome. Like,
that's not what happened. That's not at all what happened. Well, according to this person she mentioned has turned around and started coming at several of us content creators, not because of Katie Joy. Katie Joy had nothing to do with it. It's because Charlotte didn't like how Charlotte was being treated. That's why. Right or wrong. Charlotte was upset with how Charlotte was being treated. So that's why she did what she did. She didn't do this because she didn't like how Katie Joy was being fucking treated. Oh my God, Katie Joy thinks everyone's doing this because of her. Oh my God. But it's not her drama, y'all.
She was a moderator of a group, a hate group of me. She was literally a hate group moderator. These are people that are from hate groups. And she didn't want them to, I guess, talk about my kid. And she didn't want them to...
The original group had this same fucking rule in effect and was enforced vehemently. But you didn't show it. You didn't care. You didn't appreciate it then, probably, because then it wasn't a selling point for you. I don't know.
Go after my looks or be disparaging in that respect. And she wanted them to have valid complaints about me and not bring up baby.
Oh my God. She could be describing Tina right now. She legitimately could be describing Tina. I know she thinks she's describing the other person, but she's really not describing the other person. But she could be describing Tina right now. But that doesn't matter. Because Tina ended up with a TRO from Katie. You know? Even though Tina did all these same things.
Like, ridiculous conspiracies. And so I guess the guy that ran that group got really upset because he felt like she was trying to change the rules. And that they had always been really catty and went after my kid and...
People started to have issues and uneasiness about this group, not at all because of anything said or done regarding Katie Joy. It was because of things said and done regarding other content creators in the group, and things said and done regarding group members and posts. That's why. And none of these things had anything to do with Katie. None. There was never any arguments, no discourse, anything regarding any rules that she's listed here. Everyone was in agreement of these fucking rules.
Accused me of abuse, and I mean, this is the group that says that I locked my son in a room for 10 hours, which never happened.
No, now they came from a group? Holy shit. T-Spiracy is a group. T-Spiracy is a fucking group now. Oh my God. That YouTube channel is not a YouTube channel. It's a fucking Facebook group. Because that's where that came from.
This is the same group that says that I medically abuse my son and that I have Munchausen's by proxy.
There have been instances where this has been suggested, stated, even a belief has been stated. This in no way, shape, or form originated in any Facebook group. In fact, this belief was around long before the existence of a Facebook group. I personally don't agree with it. And I do think it's kind of a shit thing to say without proof. I concede that. But yeah, just being open and honest, man.
And
the fuck was that?
I am not going to be answering questions, so just want to let you guys know in the chat I'm not going to answer questions. But I have to turn off my comments again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have ADHD, and if I start...
I'm sorry, but if I see evidence of you guys not buying my bullshit, then it's going to throw me all off track, and then I'm just not going to really be able to convince you of my bullshit.
Reading comments, then I can't keep track of what's going on. And I take medication, and it's at the time of night where my medication is starting to run out. And I don't, one, want to be verbally impulsive, and I, two, don't want to be disrespectful to anyone, and three, I want to stay on track.
Okay. Why is that not coming back? Okay, I want to make sure that it was off. All right. It was 413. Make sure I get the right one. All right.
So this group has been on Facebook. I'm pretty sure a teen mom years ago created the book group. I think it's the same group that she created. And she was mad at me for reporting on something that she didn't like. And she created this group, and then the group got handed over to this guy after she realized that these people were insane. She left the group, and he took this group over.
I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but I want to say it's something along that lines, but I don't know. That was before my time, whatever. I don't think it really matters.
And the group has been basically an echo chamber of people that spread really ridiculous things about me and really harmful things about me. But, like, I don't care if people want to talk about me and they want to complain about me, but...
That would be new.
This group has been the source of CPS calls. Reporting my... One lady literally contacted the city because she said that I needed to fix my deck based off a photograph she saw on my Instagram.
Wait a minute. I thought that she said that there was a moderator for LB. That's the original claim she made, right? That it was LB's moderator who tried to report her for, like, not having a permit or some shit like that for some deck construction or whatever. Now this was the group. And in fact, was this group, did this group didn't even exist at the time. The original group was in existence, right? The one that's been archived since January 2021.
She would constantly spam and email anyone that commented on my posts or DM them on Facebook or on Instagram and tell them that I was a horrible, terrible person. This is the group that does that. And
this is the group that tells people I'm a horrible, terrible person. Oh my God. Like, get over it. People can say that. I mean, Christ, she's saying that every fucking day on her channel about somebody. Usually more than one person every day. So, I mean... I don't know.
And, like, I have been so, like, whatever. You guys can talk about me. You can do whatever, but...
Oh, thank you, O Benevolent One, for allowing us to do that.
I went through something a couple years ago with the same group of people.
Same group.
They riled up a woman named Natalie Kennett, who's in the UK.
So now it was the group that Natalie was never once a fucking member of. And now it's the group. And the new group, I'm guessing, this seems to be who she's blaming. When in actuality, at that time, it would have been the old group. But either way, Natalie was never a part of that fucking group. Ever. But somehow, that group is responsible for riling up Kate, or Natalie. Fuck off with this. Oh my God, this is such an old fucking attempt at a ridiculous narrative. You want to talk about conspiracies. Holy shit, man. Fucking give it a rest.
Natalie went on a terrorizing spree of eventually creating child pornography with my son's photographs. That the FBI had to get involved.
And the FBI did dig up fuck all about it. The FBI did fuck all about it. All investigative agencies, whatever, both here and abroad, have done fuck all about it. that would infuriate me if I were in her shoes and this were in fact completely true. I'm not saying it's not true. I don't know if it's true. I don't want to know if it's true. I don't want to know what the fuck was created with her kid or what the fuck was sent where. I don't want to know. I don't ever want to know. My whole point is though, if this were true and nobody did anything, dude, like that's crazy.
The FBI literally in Pennsylvania executed multiple search warrants on 2 of the followers of this guy.
This guy,
Only to discover
2 of the followers of this guy. So was she trying to say that Dustin and McDermott there, that they weren't like in this group? They were just followers of Steve. They were acting on behalf of Steve. Is that what she's saying? Oh my God, everything's fucking Steve's fault. Oh my God. You're like the most powerful man alive. Like seriously.
through all of their searches of all of the multimedia and electronics that they seized, that these 2 were actually victims of Natalie Kennett too. And Natalie was operating by herself and making everyone think that everyone else was doing it. And so she was conning the group. She was conning the people that were helping
No, she wasn't.
her.
No, she wasn't. She was not at all at any point in time conning the group because she was never in the fucking group. She was never there. And she sure as fuck wasn't conning everyone outside of the group.
She was doing it to everyone. Like, there was no one immune to who she was threatening. And she was threatening everyone in some weird convoluted way where she would have the threats coming from me, and then they would come from a lawyer, and then they would come from some guy named Clark.
Yes, that's called spoofing emails. The things you labeled these emails as earlier. So
It was insane. And the FBI had to close the case, and they will say that this FBI...
They had to close the case. They found all this evidence that back up her claims here, but they just had to close the case.
investigation never happened, and it literally happened. Tati Westbrook's attorney confirmed it was happening. He was part of the reason it got as far as it did. So they eventually had to close the case. Well, then the case got transferred to the UK, and then at some point Natalie gets arrested, but then I don't know what happens. I think she gets let out.
Charges were dropped, according to Natalie, assuming that the arrest and all that shit actually happened. I can't find any evidence of this anywhere. But according to Natalie, all the charges were dropped, and she says, oh, she can do whatever the fuck she wants, basically. So, yeah. Because that's how creators of CP are always handled and treated, right? I don't know. Like, if any of this does have any fucking truth or validity to it, that's fucked up.
Well, this new situation, there's a woman, and I know exactly who's doing this. She's trying to copycat what Natalie did, and she's doing exactly what Natalie did. So
How do you know exactly what Natalie did? That's what I want to know. How the fuck do you know exactly what Natalie did? Like, nobody knows exactly what Natalie did. For real. And I don't see the FBI, like, sharing their notes and shit with you. Like, nah. Come on. And I like to think if they knew exactly what Natalie did, well, then she would not be sitting there with no charges and everything right now, right?
what she's doing is she's sending threats to me. She's creating all these fake email addresses. She's sending threats to Katie Parker. She's sending threats to Renelle Smith. She's sending threats to...
So you are aware, allegedly, that Rabbit and Renelle are getting threats, but yet you're still coming for them and threatening them? Is that what you're saying? Listen, I don't know if anyone's getting threats here. I don't. But if they are, I sure as fuck would want some proof about it, about who was behind it. And if how are you tracing these fake emails back to anyone? And how? Especially without any police involvement, because like Katie said, she's not going to report this to the police. Her police won't do anything anyways. So how the fuck have you traced anything back to anyone? That's what I want to know. You haven't.
Whoever these other people are in the group, and then she's pretending that it's all from me. And
what? Nobody... I'm unaware of anyone getting threats in the name of Katie Joy and being told that it's from Katie Joy. Like, I'm not at all aware of this. This is crazy.
or it's from Charlotte. She's creating fake email accounts in Charla's name even.
To my knowledge, these emails that people have received in Charlotte's name have come right from Charlotte's email address and have been signed as from Charlotte. In fact, I want to say that at times Charlotte has been known to discuss these things on social media somewhere. So I don't know what she's talking about here.
And trying to send me threats claiming they're from Charla. And because all of...
Someone is trying to send you threats saying that the threats are from Charlotte. Like, so they're playing middleman to like hook you guys up with the threats or something? What? The fuck?
This happened, I had to get an attorney in North Carolina, and they will say that because Charla and I ended up having the same attorney, that it proves that we were connected. False.
Okay. Okay, there's only like 2 more videos, I think. Or no, maybe a few more, I don't know. I can't remember.
This woman... Brittany lives in a very small town. I think it's like...
Yeah, she's talking about
North
Vada.
Carolina. And it's like... It's near Raleigh, but it's not in Raleigh. And so when I would call like Raleigh lawyers, they were like, oh, that's out of our area. And I don't know the area well. So when I had to go specifically into that town, there was like 5 attorneys, right? And she had filed this order of protection against me, and I got it on like a Monday, and I had to be in court on Thursday. Or I got it on Friday, and I was supposed to be in court in North Carolina on Thursday. And I don't live in North Carolina. I've never been to North Carolina. I've never been to this part of North Carolina. And the last time I was in North Carolina was 2004. And I was in some Ash.
Yeah, I think who she's talking about is Vada. I don't buy what she's saying about Vada, but I do believe that she is talking about Vada.
Asheville. Nowhere near where she lives.
Dude, why are you telling a story of you visiting your friend in the same fucking state 20 years ago? Like, why? Like, oh my god, just nobody cares. I bet your friend is really thrilled about that. And she's like, for real. Don't give any more information out on your friend because you're only gonna fuck her over probably.
And I still have a friend that lives there, but I've been to visit her in 20 years. So anyways.
Why are you smiling at that?
Attorney. Well, there's like 5 attorneys in town. I call one attorney. They don't have any attorneys in the office that can take it. At all. On short notice. I call another attorney. Again, nothing. They can't take it. I call 2 firms in Raleigh. They can't take it. Finally, on my very last call, I call some person and they're like, we are totally full. But there's this guy named Stephen Gurley, and he might be able to help you. And I was like, great, thank you. I call Stephen Gurley, who was my attorney. His assistant, I explained what happens, and his assistant said, oh, we actually just spoke to Charla, who's in part of the same case. And I said, I don't know Charla. And they're like, well, we just took her case. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I should do this then, because I didn't want it to look like we were somehow connected. Because they would use that as like a connection.
They would use a connection as a connection?
Other options. He was the only attorney. She lives in a small town. And you know what's hilarious is this attorney actually prosecuted her for a misdemeanor like years before because she stole beer from I think she stole a beer from like a gas station, he said. He was familiar with her.
It's not an attractive look to see how happy you get over that. Just saying.
And he ended up dropping the charges because the people from the gas station never actually moved forward with it. They didn't show up. But long story short, it got dismissed because her entire restraining order was basically her saying that I was using Charla to do things to her that I didn't do. And it was a retaliatory restraining order because Charla had taken out a restraining order against her in Kansas. And Kansas, she's going to court on February 26th, I guess.
How does she know the date? Like, I mean, I'm not going to, I mean, I guess she could have heard me say it or mention it or something, because I'm pretty sure I have once or twice on my channel, but that would mean she's listening. But also, but other than that, and I don't know, unless the other party filled her in.
For that case. So she has an order of protection out right now against her. So does Steve. His is permanent. Charlotte got a permanent one against him. A woman named Erin has a court date on February 26th for a permanent restraining order against her.
She knows my court date too, huh?
Her.
But this isn't her drama, yo.
They're all harassing her because she realized that they were lying about me. And so, of course, they think that because she realized that they're lying about me and she won't do what they want her to do, they're harassing her into compliance, which is what they've been trying to do to me
Didn't we already
since
listen to this?
2019. They've been trying to harass me into compliance so that I will do what they want. But I'm not going to do that. And this man that's doing this has been doing this to so many women online for so many years. To the extent that he has former moderators of his currently putting videos out exposing all the people that are working for him and doing stuff to specifically harass me.
Wait a minute. Wait. Steve, you have employees? You have employees because we're working for you. People are working for you. You have employees. Unless possibly by saying someone's working on behalf of someone, you don't actually mean it's a paid job, right? It could mean, I don't know, that they're just doing things on somebody else's behalf, right? Not necessarily a job. I just want to point that out there. The hypocrisy,
His old moderator Cheshire and Manya, who used to hate me. They were the two girls that went after me all the time. Now they're trying to help me.
See, that's what she said regarding Cheshire. At least to my knowledge, that's the only thing she said regarding this. And now, sure, it could absolutely mean that they're making efforts to help her, and it's understood that they will commit these efforts to benefit Katie. This is their agreement. Sure, it could mean that. It could also mean that they're contacting Katie in hopes to help her, offering to help her, and therefore trying to help her. I don't know how she meant that. It could mean either way. And either one is just as likely as the other, in my opinion. So, fuck if I know.
So, I'm not making this up.
But let me just say, I kind of hope, part of me kind of hopes that maybe they are working together, because I would love that for all three of them. That's so going to end wonderfully. Idiots. That will be interesting.
So I just, and I don't want anyone in this situation to be hurt. I don't want anyone in this situation to be harmed.
Who the fuck was talking about that? Why is that even on your mind? I don't, well, okay, they're trying to help me, but I don't want to hurt anyone, Okay? There's a lot of middle ground there, though. I mean, okay, you don't want them harmed. You don't want them hurt. What do you want for them then? Because it kind of implies that there is a threshold there. Just it's a little lower than harmed and hurt.
I don't want anyone in this situation to be disparaged. I don't want anyone to receive threats of any kind. It's become like an online cult. It has 100% become like a cult because these people are so brainwashed. You cannot reason.
We may be brainwashed, sure. We're brainwashed by Katie's own words and actions, displaying for us Katie's own words and actions. That's what's brainwashed us.
With me, with them. Yeah, isn't it wild? Cheshire? Okay, but honeysuckle, this messy has nothing to do with me. I don't want you guys to say that I'm messy.
Yo,
I'm the victim.
do you honestly think that teaming up with the enemy of my enemy, thus, Cheshire Mania, you think that that's not messy as fuck? You think that that's not going to blow up spectacularly, I might add, right in your face and create a big fucking mess for you? Good, keep on thinking that.
Of all of these people, I'm not the messy one.
You're not a victim either. Okay, let me explain something here. When you're just as much down in the dirt and the mud as you claim other people are, you're not exactly the victim. You're not a victim, I guess, either, but everyone's right down there with you. They're also a victim. So you can't then declare yourself as a victim without also realizing and recognizing their victimhood as well. But I am of the belief where, why does anyone even have to be a victim? You can be done wrong by someone without being some fucking helpless victim. You know what I mean? Well, people can be. Apparently Katie can be.
They're the messy ones that are making it look like I'm messy. They gaslight and they deflect and they are manipulative and they're abusive.
You dragged a grieving mother for months, and then you enlisted other channels to do it on your behalf. Possibly because you guys served with a cease and desist from somebody else. I don't know, whatever. But you dragged this grieving mother for fucking months. You were the one who turned so much of the mob against her. And why did you do that again? Oh, that's right. Because you lost you lost what you felt entitled to. And there was exclusivity to their situation. They didn't want to talk to you because they didn't trust you. They didn't like how you were exploiting them. So they didn't want to talk to you anymore. And you didn't like that. And you especially didn't like that they were choosing to talk to Molly over you. So you did everything you could to turn the tide against them. And you succeeded, I think, by and large. So, yeah. You don't want to see anyone Wait, what was that? I don't even know what I was I forgot what I was commenting on. I got so involved in that.
And they're abusive.
Abusive.
Deflect and they are manipulative and they're abusive.
We maybe some things we do can be a little much. Sure, we're human like anyone else. But you're out of your fucking mind if you think you're above that. Seriously.
Thank you, honeysuckle. You got it. Yeah, they're...
Good thing you finally fell back in line there. What the fuck were you thinking, honeysuckle? Come on.
Very. Yeah, so basically what happened is I was associated very loosely to the guy. Very loosely. And I did not want...
Associated so loosely that she has not stopped fucking talking about him since 2019, with the exception of the 1 year where she entered into agreement to not say anything bad about him for a year when he also agreed to the same terms. Yeah, that's the only time she didn't talk all kinds of shit about him and keep herself attached to him. So, but she's got nothing to do with him. Remember how she started off these videos, the very beginning, 1 minute into it, was with this quote, this alleged quote from Steve, the existential threat one. But she's not at all connected to him. Like, she's let him go, sure.
Anything to do with him. And he didn't like that.
Wait, what?
He didn't like that. And I did not want anything to do with him. And he didn't like that.
I thought what he didn't like was you accusing him of sexual harassment. Now he was mad because you didn't like him like that? You didn't like him? Is that it?
What's your opinion on incest? Oh my god. Gross.
I think this is when she starts to get like spammed or botted or what. I don't know what the word is for it. Hey, Marianne. Hi.
You're more than gold and diamond? Oh, you're cute. That's gross. I know. Thank you, Aaliyah. Zohar's mom.
Hi, Flying Mom Laura.
So gross. My camera is literally on my... I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was the end. Okay. So why did I get all quiet? Right, 342. Oh, here's some with the chat on the screen. This is where it gets a little funny. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. I gotta get to bed.
What's your opinion on incest? Oh my god. Gross. Ish. You're more than gold and diamond? Oh, you're cute. That's gross. I know. Thank you, Aaliyah. Zohar's mom. So gross. My camera is literally on my... I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god, this guy is like gross. Where are all these... Y'all, there's like some strange men in here. Who are these weirdos? You're looking sexy? There's like all these men from different countries suddenly on my live stream. What the fuck?
That's kind of sexist. How does she know that they're men? Why can't they be females too? Like, why does it have to be men? You know? I mean... Anyways.
I know. What the hell? Lately, I've been getting messages from these creep guys that are like,
Huh. All right, let's think about this here logically for a moment. Just from her own admittance to things. Just from her own admittance to things. She has been getting all these messages from these creep guys or whatever, and she's going to go on to talk about how she's getting all of these strange comments and shit under her videos, like these pornographic comments, whatever. Her Facebook page was pretty much taken over, at least financially taken over, so there was really no point in her keeping it, if she can't make money on it. So she started a new one. And then there's all these people who are getting all these emails and shit, and harassments and death threats, but they're not related, guys. No.
This is why I can't go live on TikTok. Yeah. Is with these. It's like weird guys though. They're like. It's like they're not. Is my live stream getting played in like some country, in a different country? Because there are all these foreign.
Maybe stop being so
men, I don't
petty
know
and they'll
what
leave you
country they're
alone.
coming from.
They went kind of, maybe stop being so petty and they'll leave you alone.
They are not from here though.
How do you know where they're from?
Turkey. Your account is private because of these creepy flirts. Yeah. You're Indian. Well, hello. Oh my god, here's another one. Are you from USA? Oh
You
my
creep.
God.
How dare you ask a chick that?
I've never seen so many creeps in my comments.
Oh, I have. I
You're
have.
from Ghana. God loves kale. Oh my gosh, why does this woman keep wanting to join to sing?
Let her sing, man.
You are getting blocked.
I feel like she missed a real good opportunity for some decent PR and some exposure. Assuming that when she let the person up on screen, they didn't then show a penis or something like happened to my stream once. But I'm assuming that that's not what happened. Like, she could have really, that could have been a moment there, I think. That might have even gone viral, but nope. Can't have that now. Can't be nice, pleasantly interact with people, spontaneously. Nope, can't do that. But she doesn't have to, fine, but I'm just pointing out that she can't. All right. And it was what, 3:26? I think there's 2 left and they're real short, they're real quick.
You got me. Oh my god. I think someone's actually spamming me somewhere. This can't be real.
You think?
Bye, Mr. Remix.
What is your size?
I'm married.
Oh my god,
I'm
stop.
married.
Nobody went there. Nobody went there.
I'm not on the market. I am not gonna date you.
Oh.
If you're coming on here thinking I'm gonna date you, or I'm gonna.
Who the hell says date? And like, we're all fucking, like, she's in her 40s. I'm not going to date you. Don't come around thinking I'm going to date you.
Be your K1 visa, or I don't know.
K-Spice what?
Your American meal ticket. I'm not gonna date you. I'm not going on 90 Day Fiance. We're not going there. I mean, I support your right if you want to immigrate here, but I don't want to help you.
That's like the funniest thing. One of the funniest things I think I've heard her say, like legitimately funny. I support you, come in here and everything, but I don't want to help you. Like, that was pretty good. How's the cat doing?
Well, is it K1? Is that what is 90 Day Fiance? I feel like they're trying to get me onto 90 Day. I feel like they're trying to get me on 90 Day Fiance. You know? Who are the scammers that do the romance scams? And they have a whole thing about it on the embassy about. I feel like that's what's happening. I'm getting romance scammed right now.
Oh, gross. That's so gross. That's not what is happening. All right. How's that? I think this is the last one.
I get. Guarantee you someone is like paying to bot me right now. They're also botting my channel. So lately, somebody is literally paying right now to have pornography comments posted under every video right now. I have to, like, every time I upload a video, I have to go into my comments because there's always a pornographic photograph of an ass and like a sexual innuendo in every single upload. These people. Kimberly, I put a post on my Instagram. You can go check my feed. And now they're starting to hit on the women in my chat. Oh my God. They're not just after you. They're not just after me. They're after you. Oh my God, this guy. They're trying to flirt with you guys. Yes, Aunt Nancy, this is true. She does it to everyone. You're correct. And she's doing it to them. She's doing it to other people. I want an older woman. Well, go find an older woman. That's not me. I am blocking them. I'm blocking them. I cannot. Yes, they're trying to. Can we sex chat?
Oh, gross. Stop. Just stop. Please stop.
No.
For the love of God, stop.
These guys are so stupid. Okay. They did. Jesus, take the chance. All right, I'm turning off comments because somebody is spamming my comments, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I'm married, and I don't want to date you, and I'm not gonna be your cougar. All right.
There's different.
I know.
And I don't want to go on 90 Day Fiancé. I'm being super clear about that.
I
I'm
know.
not going on 90 Day Fiancé. I'm already married. I cannot go on 90 Day Fiancé. Okay, I have to go. But I hope you guys have a good night.
Wait, I'm not muted anymore. Someone just messaged me and told me I was muted. I was muted. I'm not anymore though, right? I wasn't talking. I'm looking for a video though, a clip, because I want to just real quick. I want to talk about one more thing and then wrap this up. So I think that's it though for this shit with Katie Joy. 348. Oh yeah, no, that's just something that Llama Girl had slowed down. All right, so yeah, that's that. Now one more thing I just want to do. Let's see. I this last thing I want to cover. I've been meaning to cover it for several days now, but I haven't had time, and I think I did record something, but I haven't had time to even edit that or anything. So I'm just gonna do it now real quick. And it's just gonna take a second to pull it up. Wait, what?
No, I don't want a super
What fucking
sticker.
stream was it?
It's so pathetic. It is like,
Huh, I don't know what stream it was now. What the fuck? Why did you do that? Open back up. Okay. Whoa, wait, what was that? Huh, I'm guessing maybe it's not up anymore. Wonder why she took it down then. I mean, I have it recorded somewhere. It might even be in here. I don't think so though. Would it be? I don't know. This is annoying. All right. It's gonna. You know, I guess maybe I'll save that for another night. Because it is late. I am tired. I could swear there was that fucking stream. What did that say at the beginning? I love how slow my computer is. I love how it just takes its time, you know, like, I don't know, I'm guessing to make sure it does everything right, maybe. So awesome. I'm so lucky. No. Anyway. Yeah, it's not up here anymore. No, wait a minute. No, it is. It is. It's right here. All right. My bad. Oh, I didn't even think of that one. Okay, no, I found it. 1 second. Just gonna take a second to pull up the part. I know exactly where it is. Or I know how to find it quickly anyways. But yeah, this is a nonsense stream. So we're gonna wrap this up with nonsense here. It's one she did 4 days ago. It says, the merry-go-round of broken narratives. Huh, what do you know? Someone else is referring to this shit, or those involved, as a fucking merry-go-round. Well, no one here is a merry-go-round. Like, but it's so weird how both Nonsense and Katie are using the same terminology, huh? I don't see anyone else calling it a fucking merry-go-round, but those fucking two, right? That's odd. That's fucking odd. Get. Oh my god, you're an asshole. Get down. I come home from work and like half my shit's off the desk and on the floor. It's so annoying. You know? Fucking